Hi everyone, this is Dan, and this is One Piece Volume 45 by Eiichiro Oda, part of this 3-in-1, 43, 44, and 45 One Piece Water 7 manga. And I only wanted to go over rather quickly this volume just because this kind of wraps up Water 7 in a nutshell and really talk about why this entire arc is important to One Piece as a whole. And just a quick go through on this particular manga. Essentially, the whole Straw Hat Pirates, they return to Water 7 and are essentially recuperating for about a week or so, while everything kind of goes back to normal back at Water 7 after the Agua Laguna. And while they're there, it's revealed that the money that Frankie stole from them was used to buy a very expensive stock of wood from Adam, which is sort of a world tree in the One Piece universe. And that tree is actually, the wood from that tree is actually the same wood that was used to make Goldie Roger's ship, which is, he's kind of like the most legendary pirate in the One Piece world. At that point, Frankie then reveals to the Straw Hat Pirates that his plan was to create the greatest pirate ship ever, one that could sail any sea and around the world. And he promises to use the wood from their stolen money to make them a brand new pirate ship, which is pretty convenient because, as you remember from the last volume, they don't have a ship anymore, so they kind of need a new one. So at that point, the rest of the crew is kind of recuperating while Frankie goes and makes that ship. Meanwhile, the Navy arrives to Water 7 to arrest Luffy, but it turns out that the Vice Admiral that shows up to arrest him is Luffy's grandfather, Garp. And essentially this whole volume basically fills in the gaps so much in the One Piece universe. So here we're introduced to Monkey D. Garp, Monkey D. Luffy's grandfather, who is a vice admiral in the Navy and a super big hero. He is, Luffy is his grandson. And then it's also revealed that Shanks, which is the red-haired pirate that inspires Luffy to go and become a pirate himself, is now one of the 4 emperors in the New World, which is very, very important to essentially the rest of the trajectory of One Piece, as the 4 emperors, even to this day in the latest chapters, is the center of most of the conflict in One Piece, going into, I think One Piece supposedly is ending soon, but yeah, so here is the 4 emperors get introduced, Garp gets introduced, in addition you get a reuniting of old characters. So this is Kobe and Helmeppo, who are from the first volume of One Piece. Now they're a lot older, and now they're petty officers in the Navy, and they're, coming back here to say hi to Luffy, even though despite being enemies, right? And in addition, it's also revealed that Luffy's father is Monkey D. Dragon, who is basically the world's greatest, most wanted criminal. He's the revolutionary that's fighting against the world government in the One Piece universe. So basically, Luffy's entire heritage is revealed in this volume and at the end of Water 7. Which is kind of what, in addition to all of the other drama that just happened, is why Water 7 is such a big deal. This whole series has a completely different trajectory right after Water 7. Everything really starts to escalate and really grow a lot. And Luffy is really forced to grow after Water 7. He grows a lot during this series, but really grow as a character into what he is today in the current series. So they kind of have some catching up sessions with Kobe and Luffy, and also there's a big barbecue party in the Water 7 with Sanji making a bunch of food for everybody, and everybody in Water 7 getting involved. You also get a nice callback to Akaji, who basically confronts Nico Robin and asks her why she didn't run away from the Straw Hats when she normally runs away from other pirate crews that she joins. And she kind of explains that they truly are, her friends and essentially her family, right? And that she would not betray them like others, right? So he's happy with that because Jaguar D. Saul, which was the giant that helped her on Ohara, was one of his close friends. So he's happy that his friend's death was not wasted, and he proceeds to leave, right? In addition, this also contains the introduction of Whitebeard. Gets introduced. We get essentially reunited with Shanks, who he's shown his true strength now as a one of the four emperors, right? And also you get the introduction of Haki, which is first kind of shown in this volume as well, which is very important to the sort of fighting mechanics of the future of One Piece from here on out. So overall, a really cool issue. You also get the introduction of Luffy's new ship, the Thousand Sunny. Usopp and Frankie join the crew after a little bit of drama. And the other really cool thing is this issue also contains the beginning of you get a lot of like all the other side characters. Like One Piece has such a massive universe that a lot of times Oda will spend issues of other characters in the universe reacting to what Luffy and the Straw Hats are doing. Which, you can do that once you've had like literally 1,000 characters, which is what Oda does in this series, right? So here you get, let me go through this. Because the other thing that happens in this issue is Luffy's bounty goes way the hell up. He goes to a 300 million berry bounty, and his whole crew in total get bounties up to 600 million berries, right? And Frankie also gets a bounty, which kind of leads to him joining the crew after this. So Garp actually ends up getting ordered to chase down Luffy, and Luffy's able to escape using his new ship. The Straw Hats in general are able to escape using their new ship, the Thousand Sunny, which is the current ship in the manga today. This is the ship that they are sailing on, and this being, I think, what is this? It's like chapter, let's see. Look at this right here. Yeah, these are in the 400s, right? So 600 issues later, they're still on the Sunny Go. So it's also really cool. You get a lot of flashbacks to all these characters right here. So there's Water 7. Here's Smoker and Tashigi, two characters that they run into in the Alabasta arc that they later run into in another arc in the future as well, and their reactions to the new bounties. Here's a lot of the characters from the Alabasta arc, including Vivi, who was for a short time a part of their crew. Now she's just the princess of Alabasta. And then in the next issue, you get a bunch of other characters. You get Sanji's, Bharati family commenting on his really bad wanted poster. You get all of the characters from the first volume from Luffy's windmill, or from the Windmill Village, which is Luffy's hometown, reacting to his bounty. You get Usopp's friends and family from his island reacting. You get Zoro's family, Nami's family, and Chopper, and a whole bunch of other people, as well as Monkey D. Dragon himself reacting to the news. And then the last thing about this issue that's really important is it also sets up the conflict between Blackbeard and Fire Fist Ace, which isn't a very long conflict, but is instrumental to leading to probably the biggest event in One Piece, at least up to now, which is the War of the Strongest, also called the Marineford arc, right? Which is essentially Whitebeard and the whole world government clashing in one epic battle, right? Which Luffy is involved in. But overall, before Water 7, One Piece was essentially a very, I would say, happy-go-lucky type of adventure. Luffy was, swimming like, traveling to an island, meeting some bad guys or some conflict there, resolving the conflict, sometimes getting a new crew member, and then moving to the next island. After Water 7, it's not really an adventure because Luffy very much is an enemy of the world government, and the world government seriously treats them as an enemy. And every single arc afterwards is much more, the scales are much more epic and much more involved, because Luffy is essentially a world criminal and very much a threat to the world government. So, you know, all the stuff afterward kind of leads to that sort of thing. Even the oddball arcs like Thriller Bark and Punk Hazard still have that level of high intensity, even though those arcs aren't nearly as threatening as say Marineford or the later arcs like Fishman Island or the yeah, what is it, Big Mom arc as well, right? But anyhow, wanted to do a really short video on this last volume right here. There's really nothing, the conflict was essentially ended in the previous volume, but I thought it was good to kind of make an epilogue type video to talk about this last volume, just because it really wraps everything up very nice for the Water 7 arc, and it also sets up what One Piece is today, which is really this sort of like high stakes epic conflict that is, at least according to the creator Eiichiro Oda, is really heading into its last stages of publication right here, which when it's all said and done is going to be a pretty epic collection. We're talking about like over 100 volumes of manga, which is freaking insane in terms of sheer quantity of illustrations and writing that was done by Eiichiro Oda on this. Anyhow, that's the video, guys. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell for notifications. You got any comments on One Piece Volume 45, sort of the epilogue to Water 7, leave it down below, and I will see you next time.